Okay folks, welcome back to The Long Dark, video number 20 in our Wintermute playthrough series, well, chapter 2 of our Wintermute playthrough series, and you joined us exactly where we left off. I've literally slept for an hour, and we are still in the logging camp trailer, trying to track down the bear. In the last video we got our first hit in, we're now going to have to try and find it again because it ran away, but we are here in the middle of the night in the trailer, so we just need to eat some food, drink some water, and then hopefully we can sleep all the way through till the following morning when we can get ourselves back out there and make our way through to the next possible location where this bear might be. I'm not sure. What time is it? Oh, it's just coming up to daylight. I need to check my water levels as well. I need to be a bit careful on that. Got enough. I'm a bit short of I'm really short of food though. I really don't have very much. Okay, I'm hoping it's going to be light enough outside for us to get moving. So let's give this a try. I've got to watch my food levels because I'm really low on food. I'm going to have to go and do some hunting. Oh, that's okay for travelling. That's fine. I'm saving my bullets for the bear, but I might actually have to go and do some hunting. Because I'm really in need of food. I haven't really been building up the stocks that I normally do. Okay, just before we head off towards Clear Cut, which is the next place we're going to have a look, let's just have another nosy back this way, just in case he's turned up. Can't see him. I can't see him moving about, so we're going to take that as read that he's not there. We shall make our way towards Clear Cut. So it's not, I mean, for the nighttime graphics now, they're absolutely awesome. Just look at that, that's cool, isn't it? But obviously it's not quite as good as full daylight for seeing what's going on around us, but see the bear, can see the bear. See, this isn't Clear Cut. This is another little area. So we come down here. It's kind of tricky because part of me wants to be up there, but part of me wants to be able to actually get the bear. And if I'm up there, I'm probably going to be too far away. So I'm going to do something unusual and stay down low on the road, and we shall peep and creep, which is the technique my driving instructor taught me for pulling out of blind junctions. It also comes in handy for hunting bears. Okay, no sign of the bear. Nope, can't see him. Okay, so looks like we're moving on then. Looks like we're moving on. Now, I am fairly sure, for anyone who is thinking this, is the bear asleep with it being nighttime? I am pretty sure that the animals in the game don't sleep. Particularly the predators. I am fairly sure they don't. I could be wrong, and I'm sure if I am, somebody will correct me, but I don't think they do. Don't think they do. So, I mean, there is a deer walking about, so. Okay, so now I've just got to try and remember, because I'm doing this in the reverse order to the way I did it last time. See, part of me wants to hunt, but part of me just wants to get on with it, because obviously hunting will take up time and resources, particularly bullets, and I am a little bit short of those, so a little bit careful. Okay, so we're heading down now towards the cabin. There it is. Now this isn't the location that's marked as a possible bear location, so in theory we shouldn't see the bear around here. I also don't think there's very much point me dropping into the house either, apart from just warming up a little bit, because we are a little bit on the cold side. So if we kind of make our way, we'll pick up some sticks on the way, because I don't think I've actually got much in the way of firewood, you know. As we come up to morning, we'll just drop into the hut. Very, very briefly. Well, we'll just, I think, just jump into the bed for an hour. That's a chair. Where's the bed? I don't want to make a light here. Just to, so we'll sleep for an hour, and that will obviously just sort our warmth out. Same thing we did when we passed through logging camp. Just short sleep, just to get our fatigue up a tiny little bit, and also sort our warmth out. Very good. Okay, so we're calling here. We didn't leave any food in here. So that's absolutely no point. I did leave some fishing tackle though, so I'm going to grab those 2 bits of fishing tackle. And there's also some bullets, so I'm going to have those as well. So I have got the carrying weight to carry them, so that's fine. Cool, so that's useful, because I was a little bit worried about the number of bullets that I have, but I've actually got a reasonable number, so I can probably do some hunting, which I think going to have to do. Ooh, very red. Okay, so this is not a bear location, so let's make our way. It's a wolf location though. You can see a wolf walking about exactly in the position that we're heading for, which is a bit annoying. I thought we'd seen a bit less wolf activity while we've been out doing the bear hunt part of the missions, but obviously they are still about. Come up as far around this way as we can and hope that we don't attract its attention. I'm not very good at shooting wolves, I have to say. So we'll come up high just to avoid the wolf. I think we've avoided it because I don't think I can go around the top of that bit. I have to come down. I don't think I've been up onto the hunting stand, or have I? I honestly can't remember. I think I have. I honestly can't remember. Let's have a look for cattails. I'm not really seeing any, to be honest. I'm just thinking food. I mean, obviously, I do have a deer over there, which is within my hunting range. Wow. It's in the range of a competent hunter, let's put it that way. Still within my hunting range. Have I been up here? We'll find out in a second. A bandage. Yeah, I have. I have been up here. Right, well, we will take that bandage because I did use one, didn't I? So, obviously, this hunting stand we can use to hunt deer from. They are a little bit far away. I'm not entirely sure I'm going to hit them, but we could conceivably use it as a hunting thing, but I'm not going to. Okay, so we're going to try and get this right. Health in the right direction. Because the last time I did this, I got it... Oh, that's helpful. I got it wrong, and I went completely the wrong way. Okay, this is right. Why did that just save? I'm very curious as to why that just saved. Still haven't caught anything in my snare. It's quite clearly in the wrong place. So there's a rabbit. It's a bit hard. A little overkill there, I think, using that. But anyway. Okay, we'll stick to the side here. We're coming up on another possible bear location. And there indeed he is. And he is charging at us. He has seen us. He is charging. Gotta get a shot in. That's a hit. That's another hit. Don't think that was a hit. Okay, I've lost him. He's gone this way. No, my luck, he'll come back over the bridge, falling straight at us in a second. Where is he? I have lost the... Oh, I've lost him. There he is. There he is. He's legging it over there. Okay, he's making a bolt for it. We're never going to catch him. He's properly bolted, so we're never going to catch him. But has this updated? Oh, it only counted 2 of them. That's annoying. Okay, so apparently we have to have bear encounters, not hits. Well, he's there. So if we go for it... Oh no, he's running away from us. Okay, well, we're going to follow him. We've got a hypothermia risk. I want to follow him. I think the wolf is stalking deer. The wolf is stalking deer. That might be useful for us. I might break off my pursuit, actually. Because that might be useful for us. Because when the wolf is stalking deer, I can actually get quite close and take the wolf down. And then I can steal it. And obviously we are a bit short of food. Oh well, I didn't hit it, but I scared it off. Okay, well we have an option here then. Temperature, what's temperature? Feels like minus 16, so yeah, we really do need to light a fire.
I'm weak.
Come on. That'll do. Right, okay. So we have broken off our pursuit of the bear. Apparently then it's not counting hits, it's counting encounters. So the bear encounter presumably is where we come across the bear having not found it for a while. It then rears up and comes for us, but we need to get a bullet into it for it to count. But if we get more than one bullet into it, that doesn't seem to count. So it looks like, and then once the bear is finished with us, it runs away off to another one of those locations. So we're going to have to track it around the map multiple times by the looks of it.
Life out here.
So I can see this getting really tedious. So before we carry on then, I think what we need to do is do a little bit of building up our stocks of food and everything else. So let us take the... In fact, no, can we quarter it? How long does it take to quarter? What's the quickest tool for quartering? Well, we'll use Jeremiah's knife. It's going to take us an hour and a half, so let's quarter it. Because that is quicker. And gives us lots and lots of wonderful resources. I think we may use a little bit of that deer meat in the transfer, but not too much. And let's take the opportunity to make some water while we're here, because I am short of water.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
A slight worry I've got is that we may have gone way over our carrying limit. So we may have to... Can we move? We can, just very slowly. That's fine. Let's just boil this 2 litres of water then. So I'm not wasting the fire. Go away, wolf! Can't you see I have a fire here? It's supposed to scare you off. Thank you! Did the job. Oh, hello, there's another one. Yes, I know I'm very smelly and attractive at the moment, but go away. Let's take a torch. Annoyingly, we have to go the way they've just come from. Up over this hill, and I can't sprint because I'm carrying this. Hello, Wolfie. How about you go away? How about you go away? Ugh, ow. Okay, it's torn my clothing and I have blood loss. An infection risk, so let's just sort our... Go away, wolf! Go away! Go away! Look, it's a flare. Nice flare. Oh, it's gonna kill. Come on, I've selected it. Ow, 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 ow. See, we're very... oh no. Right, that did an awful lot of damage. That has done an awful lot of damage. That's ruined the coat, Will's coat, and our gauntlets. So we now have no gloves, and we have no coat. So that's quite serious. Maybe I got a bit cocky there. And you know what, after all that, I'm not even sure I'm going the right way. I think I am. Yeah, I am. But I think I got a bit cocky there. The worst part is, we're not through this yet. Because the wolf is still there. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is sacrifice a bullet to get rid of it, so we don't lose anything else. Hello, Wolfie. Oh! Well, slightly more than sacrificing a bullet. We actually brought the wolf down. Well, you can stay there, because I'm not too bothered about you at the moment. Okay, we need to... we've obviously taken a fair bit of damage from that. Those 2 wolf attacks damaged my clothing. Perhaps should have done a little bit of clothing repair before I went out on this great hunt. Let's get ourselves back in the cabin. So now I've got a better idea of how we've got to track this this bear down. It looks like we have to follow the bear, find the bear, and do our encounters with the bear. We need to find the bear at each of the various locations. Let's drop all these various bits. Oh dear, that's a problem, that. It's going to mess up the cutscenes. You two can stay there, that's fine. We've got a cured deer hide. Well, actually, we might be able to sort of partially rectify this by the stuff that we have. Okay, so we do have quite a lot of our food stash here, which is the quarter deer carcasses. So let's harvest all of that, and then we can do a fire, and we can get ourselves a bit of a food stock. Then we can get our... let's also drink some water. I had quite a lot of water as well. I probably made a bit of a mistake there, carrying quite so much. Taking myself quite so much over our weight limit. Perhaps what I should have done was left a couple of those quarters behind and just taken one and then come back and got them, because we know they lasted quite a while from when we did it with the wolf a bit earlier in the series. So, bit of a rookie mistake there, I think. I got a bit cocky. Okay, let's harvest that. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of deer meat now. So food stock wise, I think we're doing okay. Obviously, we need to cook it all up, so we'll sort that out. Food condition wise, how are we doing? Yeah, we are starving, so I actually do need to cook this food and eat something before we do anything else to get our condition back up, because our condition is fairly low at the moment. Everything else, though, we're actually not doing too bad. Weight-wise, we're quite heavy. Okay, we need to have a look at our clothing then, because we really can't afford to end up losing anything else. All I can do is harvest my gauntlets. I'm trying to remember where I've left spare clothing in various places. Let's see if I can go back and get some of it. Unfortunately, we've also lost our coat, which is quite a major problem, that. But we can use them to repair. Nope. Oh, I haven't got a sewing kit. You've got to be kidding me. I've got a sewing kit in here. Tell me I've got a sewing kit in here. Yes. Okay. So let's see if we can at least repair some of the clothing that we have. Then at least we've got something. So things aren't too disastrous. 41%. Okay, let's repair it again. Another notch, which I'm hoping will take it up. Something like 60%, 74%. That'll do. That's absolutely fine. Those ones are pretty low as well, so let's repair those at least one level. 79% now as well, so that's good. And we need to repair our socks because we don't want to lose those. Okay, so they're now at 100%, perfect. And I've only got one pair of socks. If I do have, I do have another pair of socks, that's fine. And then the boots, if we can repair it with some cured leather, at least our gauntlets weren't entirely wasted. yeah, we can't do any more repairing, but at least we've got our boots back to a reasonable condition. So we're not in great shape because we've lost our outer coat, but we do at least still have various things that we can do. Can we actually repair those a little bit? I think that's probably worth doing, because that then just gets them right the way up to the top as well. I'm not going to risk losing those. And they're at 88%, they're at 61, they're at 79, they're at 74. Okay, so we're in slightly better shape now. Clothing that we have is in good condition, it's just we've lost some. We're going to get frostbite wrists on hands and head now. I know there were some fleece mittens somewhere, but I don't think I picked them up, did I? I think I left them behind them in camp office. Okay, so we've got quite a lot of stuff we've got cured deer hide, we've got one that's nearly cured, we've got one that's just started to cure. So we've got all this is all scattered over here because we're miles from a workbench. I need to take all of this to Trapper's cabin where I hope I can use the workbench, or back to camp office. Right, so food-wise is what we need to sort ourselves out with next. Let us break down this chair, because that will give us... Oops, it's gone dark. Okay, well that's fine, because we can go outside and we can light a fire. That will keep us warm, and it will... hopefully not blow out. I'm a little bit short of firewood, but hopefully enough to cook up all of this. I'm going to use the wood matches, they give me a better chance of the fire starting. So that's why I'm using the wood matches. By the way, something that I've been thinking of doing for a little while actually, and I did even start, but I've kind of decided to do it slightly differently. I'm thinking of doing a tutorial series for the Long Dark. So if you're new to the game, you've never played the game before and you want to give it a try, but it seems a bit daunting because it's not a game that you can just pick up and play and be successful. You kind of have to learn the tricks, and it's taken me a few years to get there. So what I was thinking of doing is doing a bit of a tutorial series for the Long Dark. So watch this space. Once we've got the Wintermute playthrough out of the way, and I'm gathering that we're fairly close, or I'm assuming that we're fairly close to the end of it now. We're on the mission to kill the bear, and once we've done that, we know we're moving on. So, or we know that we're completing what Jeremiah's asked us to do. So I assume the way it's going to go down is that Jeremiah is going to say, "Well done, you've killed the bear. I'm safe now," and then he's going to give us what we need to go through the dam, which is going to be exactly the same as what the Grey Mother did. With giving us instructions on how to get out of Milton, down the climbing rope and off down that mountain path. I'm assuming that what Jeremiah is going to do is give us the instructions on how to get through the dam, which obviously will then lead us out onto the next thing. So I am going to guess that that's what's going to happen. How far through the dam we're going to have to go without cutscenes or what have you, I'm really not sure. Whether we're going to encounter Fluffy in there, that's another question. We may encounter the legendary Fluffy. I'm not going to bother adding any more fuel to this fire, by the way. I'm just going to cook what I can and leave the rest uncooked. Hopefully we can finish this piece. Nope. Okay, well let's get inside then before we freeze outside. We've got plenty of cooked food. We'll leave the uncooked stuff here. But right now, I just need to eat some of my cooked food. Let's make sure I eat the cooked stuff. I don't want to get food poisoning from the raw stuff. Been there, done that. I think what I'm going to do is eat my fill, because ultimately it's less for me to carry and less likelihood of me being picked up. It's pretty easy to do it from here given how much we're actually eating. It's less for me to carry, and it's less likely of me being picked up by wolves and things, so... There we go. So we've eaten our fill, we've drank, so let's get to the bed, if I can find it. There we are. And let's leave for 8 hours. Hopefully that will bring us through quite close to the following morning, and will bring our condition up quite a long way, ready for our quest. Now, the bear ran off up that stream. Now, obviously, the bear ended up not where we were expecting the bear to be. So, I don't think it particularly indicates anything where the bear ran. I personally think that it's probably going to be in the one near camp office now. That's my theory. I'm just going to sleep for another 4 hours. That should bring us through pretty much into the daylight. I think it's going to be round by camp office. But essentially we can go back the way we just came, because we'll pass through all of the ones that we haven't already been to on the way. And I assume that it is going to go to a location that it hasn't already visited. Oh, I've got some mittens! Awesome. We'll have them. We'll have them. Can I put that on as an outer layer as well? We'll just double check that before we go. Right, food. We've got lots of raw venison, so let's get rid of that. Hopefully it won't spoil. Let's just check our clothing. Oh, I can't put it on. Drat. Okay, not to worry. I can put the mittens on though, so at least that's something. And we'll just get rid of that down vest, because it's not going to be any use to us in that case. Okay, let's get rid of that. Right, we're good to go then. So, we are not encumbered. We are carrying our rifle, which is not fully loaded, so let's load it. We've got 5 more bullets, plus 4, so that gives us 9 shots in total. That's all of the bullets that we have found, so we are going to have to be a little bit on the cautious side now, not to waste too much more ammunition. So let's head back the way that we came, which is annoyingly going to go straight to a headwind, but never mind. Let's go back the way that we came, because that will take us back to Clear Cut and then back to logging camp. So I'm going to go that way. And then hopefully we will find our quarry. And part of me wants to elongate this episode a little bit, because I've got a massive amount of video editing to do after that. I've got 2 of my girlfriend's videos to edit, which are very complicated to do. And I've also got 3 long dark videos. This is the 3rd one I've recorded today. And I want to get them all sorted, because obviously I've been on holiday, I've been to France, and I haven't done any recording for over a week. So there's been a bit of a gap. I have 3 videos, this is the 3rd, so hopefully you'll have seen the other 2 by the time this one appears. So I've got an awful lot of video editing to do for a Saturday evening. Although absolutely nothing planned for the rest of the weekend. So I dare say I'll be editing. Okay, so here we are in Clear Cut. I don't think we're going to find the bear here. I think it is kind of following a logical path around the various different possible locations. It ran off down the stream. That will take it in the general direction of camp office. So I reckon we're going to find it in one of those locations near camp office. So I'm just trying to think how many more locations we have. We've been to Trapper's Cabin. We've now picked it up in near Unnamed Pond. That's 2 of the locations. It's not even Clear Cut. That's the 3rd one. The one by Logging Camp is the 4th. The one by Camp Office Derailment is the 5th. So there must be another one. So we've picked it up here, and we've picked it up here. Although actually it was at Unnamed Pond, which interestingly is not a location that's marked on the map. That is a location that's marked on the map though, so maybe that's counted as one large location, Frozen Creek and Unnamed Pond. Clear Cut is where we are and it's not here. And then we've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there are 6 locations. So I think we're going to have to pick it up in all 6 locations. So I think the one we've just picked it up in there, it was actually the Frozen Creek location. And it just happened to have wandered up the river to Unnamed Pond. It's now run down the creek. It's not here in Clear Cut. So that would suggest that it's either going to be over by Logging Camp or over by Camp Office. That's what's in the general direction that it's running. Unless it does a loop and ends up in that other location that's near the transition from Trapper's Cabin to Unnamed Pond. But I think it's going to be either at Logging Camp or at heading towards Camp Office. We'll find out, of course, because we're heading towards Logging Camp now. That's where we're aiming to get to. I'm running because it's quite cold. I try not to sprint. Well, I say I try not to sprint too much because of the fatigue, but I do end up sprinting quite a bit actually. So I like to get moving, particularly when it's cold. If it's not cold, I'm not quite so bothered, but if it is, I will try and move and run. That's not the bear up there, is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a bear-shaped rock. Okay, so we're coming up on the location that's marked as a possible bear location. Although I think we've learnt that it could be anywhere in a general area around where the marker is. So it could be here. I think if we're going to see it anywhere, it's going to be here in this woodland.
It's making my head feel thick.
It may even be over the side by logging camp, but I'm not sure about that. Generally speaking though, as soon as it sees us, it rears up. So let's keep our eyes peeled. I can't see it. I can't see it, so I'm going to head into logging camp. We'll set up in logging camp, get ourselves warm, and then we shall continue back around towards camp office. So I'm going to stop in camp office just to see if I can pick up some more bits of clothing and what have you. I really don't know where. I don't think I left any clothing there though, did I? I've left some somewhere, but I don't know where. I think I've just left it. I don't think I actually. I think I may have. I may be thinking of things I found in Milton, you know. Right, so we are here in the logging camp. So I'm going to call it a day for this video then, and we are going to just warm ourselves up in logging camp, and then we are going to continue back around to try and find the bear in near camp office, because I think that's probably where it's going to be. So I am going to say for this video, thank you as always for watching. Hit that subscribe button, which will be appearing on the screen very, very shortly as we run into the little end rolly thing. And I shall see you again very soon for a bit more Long Dark Chapter 2. I shall see you again very soon.